All right, guys, welcome back. My name's Sandy. This is Sawing with Sandy. It is, believe it or not, looking outside 6:30 Eastern time, which is pretty sad. But that causes me to come inside to my shop / pole barn, which I'm standing in here. And this is where I tend to do a lot of tinkering, especially when those night times get a little bit longer and the daytimes get a little bit shorter. With the daytime getting shorter and it being dark real early, I come in here to tinker away on some of the projects that I tend to work on, and sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. Tonight you're going to see one of them. What I'm doing is I'm going to continue working on that project over there, which if you look sort of in between all the clutter there, that's a sleigh, a bob sleigh that I tow around with my snow machine. Now that's brand new to me. I have recently restored it. And by restore it, I mean I've taken off all the old paint, I've stripped it down, repainted it, and now it's in the state you see before you. What you can tell in this is I've got two new benches. These aren't secured. They will be eventually. But these benches are something that I'm working on in the project tonight. That way I can have some family come over from time to time, some friends. They can sit in here and we can go for a ride. I can haul them around the bush here on the snow machine. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out where I want the benches and how many benches I want. This is what I've come up with so far. All right, and if we hop in here, what I've got is I've got a bench which is, you know, pretty good height for an adult, which I think will also double good for a child. And I've also got a backrest on here, so if I take off a little too fast on the snow machine, people don't go flying off the back. These, as I mentioned, I have to position. Not quite sure where I'm going to position them. Here's the other one you can see. So I'm going to end up putting a backrest on that. We'll position these benches, maybe even build a third version. So we have 3 benches in total. I don't know what you guys think, but that's 8 feet long, 32 inches wide on the inside. I don't know if that's enough room there or not. I would say it's probably pretty good. That looks pretty good. And I don't know, maybe we'll try to sneak one in the back there as well. One more thing before we continue on. You're noticing the light is kind of poor right here. We're using that baby up there. Normally what I use is fluorescent lights, but unfortunately with the temperature and the moisture in the air, those fluorescent lights don't work all that great all the time. And tonight is one of those nights, so that's why I got that light on. Anyways, let's position those benches, figure out what looks best. If I need to build the third bench, I will. If I don't, well, we'll secure those and then go from there. Glad you guys are back. Let's get down to work. I'd say it's probably pretty good. Maybe we'll put a third one in right there, and then we'll be able to get 3 rows of people on here. Don't forget, got to have room for the pooch. Yeah, I think that'll work pretty good. Let's get down to her. All right, you guys can see the framing underneath here. I just used whatever lumber I had kicking around, and I know some of you are going to say, wait a minute, you're using store-bought lumber. Yeah, I got a few 2x4s in there, but hey, that's how it goes. So I'm going to replicate this. With making these benches, the hardest thing was making the first one. After that, I just, you know, repeat 3 times. So let's see what we got for material. I think I've already got the top cut. And so there's the top piece. It's a piece of balsam fir that actually blew down probably about a year and a half ago. I milled up. And what are we going to cut? So we're going to cut the horizontal pieces. What are we doing? 29 1/2. All right, guys, well, we're back at the shop here, and I got to tell you, that sleigh, that bob sleigh, is a beautiful thing. I'm really impressed with how it handles. I had some people sitting on there, and they really like it as well. I think this is going to be a very fun activity to do around here at Sawing with Sandy anytime I have family or friends come over. So we're going to be putting this into action again very soon. Likewise, when I take off this top, then I have the bottom section for logs, and so that's going to be very useful as well. Overall, this was a great project. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. These benches are solid. They provide good spacing here when we have people sitting. And with that Skandic, this 2006 Skidoo Skandic super wide track with the 550 fan engine, when we have this thing pulling it, this thing does not even hesitate. It doesn't even slide. It doesn't spin the track. It doesn't do anything except pull. I'm very, very impressed with this. This is my very first Skandic super wide track, and very, very impressed with its capabilities. So this thing will be pulling a heck of a lot of people on there, in addition to logs and whatever else I decide to hook it up to. But having a look at that machine there, beautiful. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me here today. If you guys have any questions at all, maybe you got some input for me. If you have one of these setups, these bobsleighs or the Skandic here, be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you give it the old like-a-roo. Come on back next time. I'm going to be up to something dealing with the Skandic, the Skidoo behind me, where I make it even better. So come on back for that, and I'll see you guys then. Take care.